everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The finale of Power Rangers Beast Morphers aired this past Saturday, and Evox/Venjix was finally defeated. Or was he? Power Rangers has brought back villains many times before. They brought back Lothor, Professor Cog, Trakina, Vipera, and more, even though we thought all of them were gone for good. Okay, well, to be fair, they never explained how Professor Cog and Vipera came back, but they did anyway, so I've been thinking about how they might bring Evox back. Considering he's been the main villain for 2 seasons now, I don't think he'll come back as the main villain again, but maybe they'll bring him back for a team-up or something. And the way I see it, there are 3 main ways that Evox could still be alive. Quick before I get into it though, consider going to my Buy Me a Coffee page. At buymeacoffee.com/ColeHershowski, you can donate to keep this channel going for just the price of a cup of coffee. Currently, I'm saving up to get HBO Max so I can do a next day review of Wonder Woman 1984. So if you want to see that review, go over to buymeacoffee.com/ColeHershowsky. There's also a link in the description and on my channel page. Now back to the video. So the first way they could bring Evox back is probably the laziest way, and that is Ryjack's Reanimizer. I think the Reanimizer was destroyed, but what's stopping them from finding another Reanimizer somewhere? It's a big galaxy, and remember that Ryjack didn't invent all the gadgets he used, he stole them. So whoever he stole it from may have built more. For all we know, there's a huge army out there that has every soldier equipped with one of these. But I would rather they didn't do this, because they had to bring a bunch of different monsters from different seasons back in Grid Connection. I was okay with them basically using a Deus Ex Machina gun to bring everyone back. And also part of what made me give it a pass was the assumption that they aren't doing this every season. But if they're gonna do it again and just use it to bring back Evox, then I'd rather they didn't. The next way he could come back is pretty much the same way he came back the first time, through the Morphin Grid. So in the last episode of Beast Morphers, Evox absorbed all of the Morphex to become so powerful. Then after he was destroyed, all of the Morphex evaporated into the atmosphere as it went back into the Morphin Grid. So since this Morphex was one with Evox, I don't think it'd be that far of a stretch to say that the Evox virus could have survived in this Morphex and got back into the Morphin Grid. In fact, this honestly makes more sense than how Venjix survived in the Morphin Grid the first time. The third way Evox could have survived is through Scrozzle. In the second to last episode, Evox told Scrozzle that he was the key to his plan working. Now within the context of what happened on screen, Evox meant that Scrozzle would be the one to load the shutdown codes into the Morphex tower while the Rangers were fighting Roboblaze, but I think that might have only been part of it. In the flash forward at the end of Evox Unleashed, we learned that Scrozzle had been hiding out in the sewers of Corinth for a year. But what if that was for a specific reason? Evox had been defeated once before as Venjix, so it wouldn't surprise me if he had planned ahead just in case he had been defeated and hatched a scheme to survive. He's a virus, a line of code. He could have easily had Scrozzle back him up. And in the event of Evox's defeat, Scrozzle went to Corinth and booted up Evox's backup there. Why? Well, that is where Evox was born, so maybe his plan to get back on top starts there. And I think that this one is the most likely theory to actually happen because it actually almost feels like they purposefully laid the clues. But what do you think? Do you like any of my theories as to how Evox could return? Do you think Evox will come back in a future season? Do you have a theory of your own that you want to share? Put it all in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for daily videos on the franchises you love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.